Right now at 10, snow's on its way to the region. How much you can expect and when. And Black Friday shoppers spend big. Local stores see massive crowds and massive profits. Plus, holiday light displays popping up across the region where you can find them.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is off tonight. Winter weather is expected to come back to the region. The city of Onalaska has declared a snow emergency, meaning alternate side parking starting Saturday at 1 p.m. through Monday till 1 p.m. Drivers must park on the side of the street that matches the date. Even numbered days means park on the even numbered address side. Odd numbered days mean park on the odd numbered address side. Violations cost $50 and vehicles may be towed. City officials are urging residents to avoid travel during that time due to dangerous conditions. The city of La Crosse also declaring a snow emergency. The 48-hour alternate side parking period begins Saturday at 6 p.m. and runs through Monday till 6 p.m. The city says the snow emergency may be extended or canceled depending on conditions. Keeping an eye on that snow system is Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart. Greg, how's it looking out there so far?
Well, it's going to be still quiet for most of the night as we don't expect much in the way of light snow even to get here, mainly for a lot of areas after sunrise. Tomorrow, a few areas to the west will see some snow. So it's really Saturday at the alert days, and it's for really a continuous light to moderate snowfall with maybe a period of heavy snowfall, but not much wind until we get to Saturday night. And really the highest totals are south of I-90. So travel can be hazardous time. If you look outside right now, it's fairly quiet conditions right now. We haven't seen any snowfall, still hovering in the mid to upper 20s, so nothing to be expected. A lot of this activity out to the west is not quite reaching the ground. It's still fairly dry. You got to get all the way to Mason City to see some of this light snow actually reaching the ground. As you can zoom in, you can see overall camera-wise, road-wise, still actually in very good condition. And overall La Crosse, too, area-wide, still looking good. So as you wake up tomorrow morning, it's really going to be kind of cloudy for Eau Claire. The snow starts coming in a little bit, 8 to 9. It'll pick up to Eau Claire a little bit more intensity towards noon hour and better in the afternoon. La Crosse, light snow will pick up, but still fairly light during the morning hours. I think as we get closer to noon, we'll start picking up in intensity a little bit with that east-northeast wind. So coming up later, we'll kind of break down the rest of the forecast. The blowing and drifting, that might be something to keep in mind of. And if you want the cold conditions to go away, they're not going to go away anytime soon. We got a long stretch coming. We'll break that down too a bit later.
Yeah, if anything, it's getting colder. All right, Greg, thanks. And a reminder, you can track weather on your block by downloading the First Warn Weather app. You can find it at the App Store or on Google Play. A two-vehicle crash in La Crosse this afternoon. It happened at the intersection of 7th Street and Main just before 3 p.m. We reached out to the La Crosse Police Department. No word yet on any injuries or the cause of the crash. Vernon County Sheriff's deputies arrested a 67-year-old Viroqua man for suspected arson after a mobile home fire yesterday afternoon. Ora Wallace lives across the road from the burned home on County Road SS. Investigators say the fire was set intentionally. The family was moving out and not home when the fire destroyed it. Wallace appears in Vernon County Court Monday. Developing news on Capitol Hill, the nation is mourning the death of one of the National Guard soldiers who was ambushed outside a Washington, D.C. metro station this week. Natalie Brand has the latest from Washington.
Community members from the West Virginia hometown of Army Specialist Sarah Beckstrom gathered to mourn after the 20-year-old National Guard member was gunned down this week in Washington, D.C.
It hits home, you know, when it's in your hometown.
Before she was deployed for duty in the nation's capital, Beckstrom worked for a local behavioral health company.
Her coworkers will tell you that she had a great sense of humor. You know, she liked to laugh and she loved being a part of the community.
24-year-old Private First Class Andrew Wolf was also on patrol near a D.C. metro station only blocks from the White House when the ambush attack unfolded Wednesday. He remains in critical condition. Friday, officials announced that the suspect, 29-year-old Ramanallah Lakhanwal, an Afghan national living in Washington state, will be charged with first-degree murder.
To be gunned down on the streets on the nation's holiday is an outrage. There are certainly many more charges to come, but we are upgrading the initial charges.
Officials confirmed to CBS News that Lochinwall served roughly 8 years with CIA-backed teams in Afghanistan before fleeing the country following the U.S. withdrawal in 2021. The Department of Homeland Security confirmed Lochinwall entered the U.S. through a Biden-era program dubbed Operation Allies Welcome. CBS News has obtained this photo taken when he first entered the country. Officials say he suffered from PTSD.
There was no vetting or anything. They came in unvetted. And we have a lot of others in this country. We're going to get them out.
On Friday, the Trump administration directed U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services officers to pause all asylum decisions, according to an internal directive obtained by CBS News and 2 sources familiar with the order. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Today, the U.S. also pausing granting visas for Afghan passport holders. Black Friday shoppers were out at the stores today trying to snag some good deals. Seth Padilla was out earlier today to catch the start of the holiday shopping rush.
Black Friday shopping has officially begun, and customers have been flooding stores since early this morning. People lining up outside the store in coats and gloves, braving the winter cold, all in the spirit of being the first to get their hands on those Black Friday deals. This is a normal occurrence for Black Friday. Thousands flock to local stores, some making it a family tradition.
We've had a tradition of going Black Friday shopping for years. In fact, we used to go with my sisters and we'd fill up one van, take it home and take off with the other van. It's a holiday tradition and it's fun. We have a good time.
Seen as the unofficial start of the holiday shopping season, employees prepare the entire year for this event.
Honestly, a little bit honored that they have chosen to come here and wait in line in the cold to come in and see us and get some great deals. It's a little intimidating, not gonna lie about that. When you see that many people lined up, you think, oh, what kind of craziness is gonna happen today?
Within just a few hours of opening, 400 snow globes were sold at JCPenney. And according to Capital One Shopping Research, the average shopper spends $650 on Black Friday, with this year projected to reach $11.7 billion in online sales. Retailers say today sets the tone for the next few weeks. Reporting in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now.
The opening ceremony, parade, and fireworks for the Rotary Lights holiday display was tonight at Riverside Park. Santa and his reindeer will be there nightly through December 23rd. The display features free s'mores, carriage rides, and a live nativity on select nights from 5 to 10 p.m. An All Abilities night is scheduled for December 1st with adjusted lights and music. More lights were lit across the region. Over at Boschard Park in Sparta, the city lit their holiday display. Volunteers collected food pantry donations and served free hot cocoa and popcorn from 5 to 9 p.m.
It's a short walk, but it's amazing how many lights there are that you can't see just from one location. It's amazing to see.
The display continues tomorrow before shutting down until the holiday parade on December 5th. Sparta celebrated the grand opening of its 11th annual Christkindl Market today. The award-winning European-style market features local artisans and vendors throughout downtown Sparta. The outdoor market runs through the weekend before Christmas and raises money for several nonprofit groups.
I was kind of expecting just a few stands, and there's so much to walk around and see. It's so cute. I feel like it's just really getting me in the Christmas spirit.
The Christkindl Market spans Mueller Square, the Water Street Bridge, and both sides of the Lovelock Bridge. Still to come, Minnesota crushing the competition. The secret advantages that make it America's turkey capital. Plus, the big 3 viruses are crashing holiday parties. Doctors issue urgent warnings about symptoms you shouldn't ignore.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Get Grandma's home-style meatloaf with mashed potatoes, gravy, and corn for $18.99, as well as mixers for $4.50. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
It's Menards Black Friday sale. Get everything you need to bring home the holidays. From the tastiest sweet treats for your family, to the perfect presents for playing with your pets, and toys under the tree for the kids, to tools and accessories for any project, plus huge savings on new appliances. Menards has great gifts for everyone in your family. Hurry in. These Black Friday deals won't last long.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards. It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time.
A great time to buy Ranger, Maverick.
Slated. And F-Series.
America's best-selling trucks for 48 years. Let's light them up.
Now that's some holiday power.
That's Holiday Pro Power onboard.
It's like a mobile generator.
Now get 0 down, 0% financing, and 0 payments for 90 days on a new Ford F-150 XLT. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Get Grandma's homestyle meatloaf with mashed potatoes, gravy, and corn for $18.99, as well as mixers for $4.50. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
It was food that was on the top of minds all week, and more turkeys come from Minnesota than anywhere else in the country. So how did the state become the nation's top turkey producer? Susan Elizabeth Littlefield found it's both nature and nurture.
This is the Zimmerman's family Northfield farm, started in the 1950s by John's dad.
There's roughly 8,000 male turkeys in this barn, or toms. I'm not saying they smell like roses, but we do minimize any odor.
And that's just one of the many tasks a turkey farmer tackles.
We are so good and efficient at providing food to the consumer that I think some people, they sometimes forget the amount of work involved in that.
Year round.
It's great that we have this holiday that's devoted to our industry and turkeys, but I mean, we do this year in and year out.
There's always a demand for turkey sandwiches.
There's always a demand, and we hope there continues to be a demand in the future.
And no one answers that demand.
We're the #1 turkey producing state.
Better than Minnesota.
#2 is North Carolina, and we fight back and forth a little bit.
Which to some Minnesotans is a surprise.
Minnesota is the #1 turkey state.
Really?
That's crazy. I did not know that. Why do you think Minnesota?
Maybe because they come here in the cold?
Well, climate control does come into play.
In barns like this, where it can be 40 below outside and we can keep them comfortable at 55 to 60 degrees inside, has allowed us to produce birds year-round efficiently.
There's also the landscape.
We're in farm country, so we have access to corn and soybeans, which are the primary feed ingredients. So we have a competitive advantage because the feed is close by.
There's also strong ag support at the U. And
one of the more important things is the people. When the turkey industry got started around World War II, there were a group of people here who wanted to raise turkeys and had that ambition and that foresight to set up an industry. And they set up all the auxiliary businesses that we need to have a successful industry here.
So part of it was some smart business decisions.
Yeah, I mean, Earl B. Olson with Jenny O, the Heisingas out at Wilmer Poultry Company, they had the foresight that they saw a future demand for turkey meat and a better way of growing those birds.
And here we are.
Here we are.
And just like that, Minnesota gobbled up the market.
Well, holiday cheer isn't the only thing going around this time of year. Healthcare professionals typically see an uptick in viral infections during the holiday season. Medical experts say people should not shrug off a sniffle when it could be something much worse.
Me as a doctor, I cannot tell you which one it is without doing a test. So the only way to know is to get tested. If you're having those symptoms this time of year, do not assume it's allergies. People will say, oh, it's just allergies. It probably is a viral infection, but you can't distinguish which just based on your symptoms.
Doctors say if you test positive for any of the so-called big three, the flu, COVID, and RSV, best to skip the social events and stay at home. The Powerball jackpot is now estimated at $719 million. If someone wins, they will be able to choose from a lump sum cash value worth more than $333 million or the full amount over 30 years. The jackpot grew after no one matched all 6 numbers in Wednesday night's drawing. The next Powerball lottery drawing is Saturday. We'll have more news ahead, but first.
Yeah, we definitely got a snowy Saturday in store. We'll kind of break down how much snow you'll see, when it'll end, and how low those temperatures will get next week. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Stop in where family and friends gather for the lunch sizes. The penny leaves you satisfied. The nickel may require a power nap. With the dime, it's eat what you can and take the rest to go. Open 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday for dine-in, carry-out, and curbside at Houghton's Jackson Street Pub.
Nobody does Black Friday like King Furniture. Where else can you trade in your old furniture for discounts on new pieces? Get free delivery and haul away, then score huge savings on top of that. Nowhere. And this year, it's bigger than ever. Find exactly what you're looking for in our massive overstocked showroom. Bedrooms, dining rooms, mattresses, sofas, recliners, and more. All this plus 0% financing available. Nobody beats King at Black Friday. We'll see you there.
Engines rev, are you listening?
Fun to drive, fuel efficient.
Such beautiful style.
We're happy for miles, driving in a Honda Wonderland.
It's that time of year again, Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda Wonderland of your own with a great offer on a fun-to-drive new Honda. Hurry into your local Honda dealer and experience the wonder of Happy Honda Days today.
The gift of relaxation and pampering is the perfect gift to give this holiday season. It is the Sue Colby's experience, the gift your special someone is really hoping for, and the gift she really deserves. Order your gift cards online today at SueColby's.com or pick them up at Sue Colby's Salon and Day Spa, because she deserves the very best.
Beef dreams to be slow roasted by Arby's, tossed in hickory barbecue sauce, and sold 2 for $6. Who are you to deny dreams? Arby's, we have the meat.
Hank used to suffer from what felt like a cold and flu hangover in the morning.
Now he uses Mucinex Nighttime to sleep like he's not sick. It relieves your symptoms to help you get to sleep and won't ruin your morning, so you're ready to go. Mucinex Nighttime Symptom Relief. Sleep like you're not sick.
Stop in where family and friends gather for the lunch sizes. The penny leaves you satisfied. The nickel may require a power nap. With the dime, it's eat what you can and take the rest to go. Open 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday for dine-in, carry-out, and curbside at Houghton's Jackson Street Pub.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Yeah, we definitely have a lot of snow going on through Saturday, but there's a big difference between when I say heavy snow. We're not going to see that type of heavy snow that you see like in a 6-hour period where it goes 1 to 2 inches per hour and comes down pretty quickly. This is going to be more like a ½ inch to maybe an inch sometimes per hour that goes on for about a 24-hour span. So it's definitely going to be a snow that's going to pile up. But at the same time, well-plowed roads may be okay at times as the snow rate won't be that high. But we'll definitely have a good snowpack going on after this is done. If you're out and about, definitely slow down. Travel will be hazardous, sometimes impossible at times. Really, it's going to be Saturday, not so much late tonight, because even if it does start snowing, we're not going to see too much in the way of accumulation. The winter storm warning really indicates that where you could see 6+ inches, more as you go further south. Winter weather advisories for Eau Claire northward indicate that you're going to see more in that 3 to 6. In Rusk County, pretty much out of all the advisories, because you're only going to get maybe in that 1 to 2 inch range. This does include a little bit of blowing snow, but that really comes in effect maybe Saturday night. And we're not going to see any winds like we saw for this past week where we had that blowing and drifting snow. There's the amounts too, and right now we're looking at that 9 to 12 south of La Crosse has been kind of going back and forth on how high it'll get. 6 to 9, and it drops off quickly as you go northward towards the areas I mentioned up to Rusk County. Prairie du Chien probably is on the area of getting the higher amounts as you go further into southern Wisconsin. The actual highest amounts are more in central Illinois to central Iowa. Those areas could see definitely well over a foot too as we go throughout. Once again, this is for like a 24-hour period, so it is a longer duration. If we look at when we're going to see the highest snow rates, as I mentioned, they could get above that ½ inch, maybe at times a little bit higher. It's really going to be in the afternoon time frame is when the roads will probably have a better shot of getting snow covered. Even the main roads may be getting slushy at times too, and that's when the visibility will drop pretty close to maybe a half mile at times, maybe a little bit lower. Then we'll start seeing it kind of improve towards Saturday night, but that's when the wind starts picking up. So if you're on ridges, areas that are more exposed to the wind, that could be a blowing, a drifting issue too that goes on, especially drifting through Sunday, and the wind chills will start getting a little bit down too as our temperatures begin to fall too. The snow rate definitely will drop off quickly at night. Not expected to see moderate type of snow. It'll finish then as we go through Sunday. So that's what we're looking for road-wise. Now, if we kind of, right now the radar, pretty much not much going on. And if you go for snow amounts, you got to get well down towards Mason City to see some accumulation. That's kind of that 2 to 0.4 inch range. Some of the white means you're getting up to a trace. So it's still got a ways to go to even get up here and accumulate. So it's going to be a while too, but I've included the visibility here to give you an idea. If you get down to 0 or 1 mile, at least under a mile, you're getting close to that light to moderate snowfall. Anything close to 0 then would be moderate or getting towards heavy. It's not going to list the visibility in half-mile increments here. So if we go through this, you can see that overall, it's just going to see occasionally as we go through tomorrow, might see that 1 mile, 0 mile times. It'll definitely pick up after 7, and this is a time frame towards the afternoon that you start seeing the visibilities drop down to 1 mile, and at times, as I mentioned, you might see 0, which means you're getting close to moderate snowfall. But that doesn't really happen too much. By the time we get past 8 p.m., it's really going to stop tapering off, and then Saturday night it's going to transition more to a little bit of blowing and drifting and less of accumulation. That'll continue on too. Now, if you're looking at Sunday's highs, pretty chilly too. Upper teens, low 20s, they'll be pretty steady. There will be a little bit of a wind chill there in the single digits to keep mind of. So going on forward to next week, it's mainly dry. We do have some snow chances here and there, but very light events. But the temperatures will be more colder, and we're going to be sub-zero definitely on some of these mornings, given how the cloud cover plays out. And right now, I would say going into Thursday morning looks like the best opportunity to see below 0. Remember, right now we should be in the low to mid 30s for average highs. That's why we're going to be well below average, at least through all of next week, with a nice snowpack going on, regardless how much we get.
Yeah, big start to the Christmas season. Big cold start. All right, thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, hear from Jordan Love after yesterday's big win in Detroit. Plus, Giannis returns to the court for the Bucks. Highlights from Milwaukee's game at Madison Square Garden. Jacob is next.
Get early access to Black Friday doorbusters today only. The pre-Black Friday sale at Home Furniture.
As my go-to guy, can you fix my smartphone?
Yes.
Do you have car batteries?
Yeah.
What about golf cart batteries?
Of course.
Battery from a G-Fob?
Absolutely.
My boat?
Huge variety.
Toy boat?
Sure.
Motorcycles?
You bet.
My apartment building?
Whole building.
Do you have batteries for my party lights?
Yeah.
Batteries Plus, the experts in charge.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
We see you out there, making your own kind of magic.
Oh my goodness!
From the unique gifts you give to the one-of-a-kind ways you celebrate. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we help you put your plans into action with great prices on top brands, so you can give the best presents without breaking the bank.
It's Mom!
And bring a little more joy to your world.
He's so cute.
Best Christmas ever?
Yeah. Definitely.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet, being original.
Things are moving fast here on Highway 61, updating our facilities to become the new Sugarloaf Automotive. Still with the same great sales and service team, along with great deals. A new Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited up to $9,000 off MSRP during the Black Friday sales event. Or a new Ram 1500 Laramie Crew Cab up to $15,000 off and 3.9% for 72 months. Come see us today on the sunny side of Highway 61, Winona.
You got batteries for my side-by-side?
Yes.
Replace my flashlight?
Sure thing. What about my business?
Oh, good one.
100%.
Batteries for my fleet of trucks?
Gas floor scrubbers?
Yes, and fire panels.
We have pallets of batteries.
Well, what about...
As your go-to guy, if it needs a battery, we have it.
Well, that's all you had to say.
Could have led with that.
Batteries Plus, the experts in charge.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, what a massive win for the Packers yesterday as they marched into Detroit and left with a win and some celebratory turkey legs as well. You could say the Green Bay team beat the Lions at their own game. The green and gold were 3 of 3 on 4th down, which included 2 touchdowns and a game-sealing first down and held Dan Campbell's team to 0-2 on fourth down. The defense held an explosive Detroit offense to just 10 points in the second half, and Jordan Love was fantastic with some ridiculous throws that led to even better catches. Everything came together for the Packers, and their QB1 says you can't understate the importance of the win with the current divisional outlook.
You know, obviously we know what was at stake with this game, and obviously just with every division game we have. And you know, in the NFC North, it's a tight race. There's a lot of good football teams in our division, so we got to come out here and handle business every time we get those ops. And you know, obviously we know this 3-game stretch we've had with you know, the Vikings and now the Lions, and then going with the Bears next week. But yeah, it's you know, you got to come in and win these games, and you know, try and control your own destiny by winning out.
There is some bad news to report today, though. In the fourth quarter, defensive lineman Devonte Wyatt got rolled up on and had to be carted off. And it's today confirmed that he suffered a fractured ankle and his season is expected to be over. The former first-round pick was having one of his best seasons with 27 tackles and 4 sacks in 10 games. The UWL Eagles will begin what they hope to be a long run in the NCAA D3 championships when they take on Hope College tomorrow in the second round. Both teams enjoyed a bye week thanks to a strong regular season resume, and it was especially important for lacrosse as some key players have been nursing some injuries.
Yeah, it was huge for us. We had a lot of guys that were banged up through our tough WIAC schedule. They got healthy. We got that week off of just getting our minds right and getting ready for this postseason run we're going to have.
Even for guys that weren't hurt, that are just sore from the season, kind of got some of that soreness out. And you can see as this week's gone along and we're getting into this week, we're moving faster, which is good, which means we did the right thing on the bye week.
Coach Janis also said limiting big plays by the Flying Dutchman will be a key in the game as they boast an explosive offense. Kickoff set for 11 a.m. tomorrow in Holland, Michigan. Tomorrow at 2:30, the Badgers will look to bring Paul Bunyan's Axe back to Madison as they'll take on the Minnesota Golden Gophers for the 135th time. It's the longest continually played rivalry in FBS Division I, 118 games played in a row. Minnesota has won 3 of the last 4, but Wisconsin enters as a 2.5-point favorite. Badger men's hoops looking for a 2-0 trip out in San Diego. Big game yesterday for Nick Boyd. Big game today by John Blackwell. His look from the wing goes to make it a 7-0 Wisconsin run late in the first half. Then clock winding down, it's JB with the mid-range pull-up. Bucky down 4 going into the break, but the Horned Frogs would have an answer for every Wisconsin run. Jaden Pierre pulls from the corner and he drills it to extend TCU's lead to 15. And then an exclamation mark late in this one for Jamie Dixon's team. David Punch abides by the family name and throws it down. Wisconsin falls to the Horned Frogs in the Rady Children's Invitational Championship by 11. And Giannis back for a big one at Madison Square Garden against the Knicks tonight. And what a start. Barely 30 seconds in, and he rises up for an alley-oop and throws it down off a nice feed from Ryan Rollins. And a huge first quarter for A.J. Green, the Dairy Bird, with 4 threes in the opening frame. Late second quarter now, Jalen Brunson starts to get busy. Way too open, and he's going to stick the 3 right there. Bucks up 1 at the half, but in the fourth, Milwaukee down 4. Giannis spins baseline, rocks the rim to make it a 2-point game, but Brunson would enter takeover mode down the stretch as he's going to get the floater to go, plus the foul. Bucks have now lost 7 in a row for the first time since 2014. All right, that'll do it for sports. More news coming your way next.
When the food truck arrives at our neighbor's place, it takes a community. Our attorneys don't just fight insurance companies, they fight hunger in Wisconsin alongside our neighbor's place. Because together, we're stronger. Bygoff and Rohde, your neighbors, your injury advocates.
One of the things I've said for years is we do things right and we do the right thing. From the very beginning, when we offered bathrooms, one of the biggest concerns for homeowners is just safety. Can you get in and out of the bathtub? If that's a problem for you, the Board Store has the products and the installers to make your bathroom safe as well as attractive and easy to care for. Call today for a prompt free estimate.
Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. It's where you'll find the best furniture in the area. And now, during our Black Friday weekend sale, the prices are better than ever. The latest bedrooms from Daniels Amish and Archbold, casual dining from Cannondale and Amisco, and living rooms from Smith Brothers, Flex Steel and Stressless, all on sale. And this weekend only, there's even 2-year special financing with your qualifying purchase. Plus, we'll pay for your gas just for shopping Drury's. The Black Friday weekend sale this weekend only at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across from my desk. I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time.
Great time to buy Ranger, Maverick,
Slated, and F-Series.
America's best-selling trucks for 48 years. Let's light them up.
Now that's some holiday power.
That's Holiday Pro Power onboard.
It's like a mobile generator.
Now get 0 down, 0% financing, and 0 payments for 90 days on a new Ford F-150 XLT. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
From the law office to the clothing closet, our lawyers seek hope and recovery for the whole community. Bygoff and Rohde and our Neighbor's Place, where every injury and every neighbor matters, because together we're stronger. Winning justice for Wisconsin.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Feast your eyes on this gingerbread city. From iced caves to candied trees, the annual Christmas exhibit at London's Museum of Architecture recreates some of the city's iconic landmarks in gingerbread form. Take a look at Big Ben, complete with a transparent clock face. Architects from all over London town contributed to the sweet project while testing their baking skills.
It's a really fun way for the architecture profession to come together to see what each other's offices are doing and just have a chance to be creative, work with their hands. A lot of them are on computers all day long. So this is an opportunity for them to kind of get out and really connect with each other and also be kind of hands-on in the baking and the creating.
Unfortunately, this gingerbread city is not for snacking. The architects use extra hard baked biscuits, but hey, it's got me in the mood for some dessert now. All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after the break.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Miss a story? See it again or watch us live on YouTube at WKBT News 8 Now.
Ashley's Black Friday is finally here. For one day only, shop this doorbuster sofa, now just $2.99, or take 30% off your entire purchase. Plus, free white glove delivery. Doors are open from 7 a.m. to midnight. Don't miss Black Friday at Ashley.
Blain's Farm and Fleet's Black Friday sale starts this Friday at 6 a.m. Now's your chance to save up to 50% or more on Friday-only super deals store-wide while supplies last. Like over 60% off this cat tunnel, $14.99. Half off this 7-quart slow cooker, $24.99. Get our Black Friday price on assorted real truck bed covers, $120 off after rebate, and half-price AgriMaster horse treats, $3.50 each. Don't miss your chance to save up to 50% or more during Blain's Farm and Fleet's Black Friday sale, starting at 6 a.m.
Ava, let's go.
Try it on.
The shortest distance between two people is a smile. That's why we're committed to fighting hunger in our communities until everyone has a reason to smile. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
What if buying a car felt easy? At Maury's Auto Group, it does. With Maury's Best Price First, there's no haggling, no hassle, just upfront, honest pricing. And with Maury's team, you get guidance, not pressure. You always get more with Maury's. More help, more clarity, and more value.
Visit any Maury's Auto Group dealership now through December 13th and get an instant $500 trade-in bonus on your new car purchase during our Joy of Savings event.
Or go to Maury'sAuto.com and get more with Maury's.
Ashley's biggest sale of the year gets even better this weekend. Now through Monday, shop Doorbuster starting at just $199 or get 0% interest for 60 months with no money down. Plus, our price match guarantee means you'll always get the best deal. Don't miss Black Friday weekend at your local Ashley.
Okay, the breakdown tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, it's just going to be light snow for most areas, especially as you go further north. The winds will remain light. It's the afternoon time frame when the snow becomes moderate, maybe heavy. This would be south of I-90. It's the best accumulation, probably the worst road conditions that time. Winds still light. The winds are becoming an issue more Saturday night into Sunday, but the snow amounts will come down. So it may be more drifting or some blowing going on Saturday night, not so much in the way of accumulation. And Sunday could even see some of that blowing and drifting. But then it's cold almost next week with some minor snow chances. But the bigger story next week, this could be sub-zero lows.
Yeah, I say stay in, cozy up, and enjoy the weekend. Thanks for joining.